All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I got a hopefully quick video for you today. So working on the Tiguan here. Just a quick update because it's been a while. Cold air intake, CTS turbo. Can't really tell, but it's a CTS KO4 hybrid and a 3-inch catless downpipe. And having a problem. I just got it stage 2 tuned for KO4, and it's only making like 15 pounds of boost instead of like closer to 20 because the diverter valve is blowing open and it's having a hard time shutting and it's leaking in between. So got a package here from Go Fast Bits, so you know it's going to be good. Hopefully this is our longer bolt because the KO4 has a spacer. So hopefully this is it. They sent me a longer bolt. There's our directions, and then I'll open this up. All right, there it is. The new diverter, which basically this just replaces the plastic guts out of that one into metal. So it has this like, almost like a spacer right there. This goes in, and then it gets, instead of the crappy plastic plunger, which you'll see in a minute when I take it off, you get this metal one, which this is really hard to do one-handed, but that drops in there. And, you know, then springs, bolts, and all the other pieces to this kit. So we're going to start by pulling out the old diverter, and once you got that out and on the table, we're going to replace the guts, put it back together, and that'll be it. But I'm going to crawl into the car and show you what we need. So up under the car here, there you go. You see the new turbo. There's our downpipe running out of here. Looks good. But we're changing this right here. So there's our stock diverter. Don't worry about the oil leaking. Catch can was full. But I believe those are 5 mil Allens. Hopefully, because that's what I grabbed. Let me check. 5 mil. This top one, it's gonna be really tight to get on. I don't know. I'm probably gonna need an adapter for that. Definitely gonna need an adapter for that. But you just pull these 3 Allens off. There's one more up top. And then this electrical connector right here. And this whole thing comes out. So I'm gonna pull this out and then I'll show you where we're at. All right, so got the diverter out of the car. Here you can see it. That's what it looks like. It's a stock diverter. And this is that design that I was talking about. So this opens and closes basically. So when you're commanding boost, this is closed, trying to seal up. And when you let off the pedal or when you shift, this opens to let off boost. But the problem is, for one, this edge is plastic, so it's not really good at sealing. So boost is just leaking by this really bad. And 2, this valve is only set up to be fully open or fully closed. There isn't a like in between. So when it's pulling too much boost, it just opens wide, it drops your boost, closes, and keeps like doing this vicious cycle. Whereas this kit changes all that with the redesign so that it's able to open, at least according to the manual I read, it's able to open partially to allow it to spool better with boost. But you can see there's our KO4 bolt, there's our extended one for the new kit, so everything comes with it. Revision D, which I believe we are on. I don't see a part number on this thing. There's a DE up there. So I'm going to say we're on revision D. I'm almost positive that's what this was. So we're going to clean this up real quick. I'm just going to show you real quick. You just pull on this. And the little, oh, well, there you go. The whole thing pops apart and falls everywhere. And then you got a spring. So we're going to start rebuilding this and then we'll be back. Here it is. All installed. You can see this is that seal that I was talking about that always leaks. Grab our stock one side by side, which I dropped on the floor. This is hard plastic. This is actual rubber. So this creates a nice seal on the turbo. And then boost travels through the center hole and, you know, equalizes. I don't know all the specifics. It's in the manual. Either way, steps go like this. You got your O-ring on the old diverter, spring, plunger, spacer, spring again, and then plunger. And that's pretty much it. It literally just all drops together. So now that we got that, I'm just going to wipe it down, throw it up into the car, put the bolts in. It's just reversal removal. It's 3 bolts. One is longer if you have the KO4 turbo. One's going to be longer because of the spacer plate on it. So we're going to put this in, tighten everything down. It gets tightened down to, I want to say like 8 foot-pounds maybe, but I'm literally just going to take my wrench and just go till I feel it's snug and call it there because it's just threading into aluminum. I don't want to break anything. So we're going to go into the car and install this, and then I'll show you where we're at. All right, here we are. It's installed. So longer bolt goes on the bottom here. I think it was that one. Or that one. You can tell because they only go in one way. Connector's back on. They're all tightened. And that's on. Looks good. Everything else looks good. Still tight. You can actually see that's torn through. And that's torn through. So, time for a new mount in the rear. And that extra torque really blew right through these mounts, but it's fine. We'll get new ones soon. But yeah, that's the install. We're gonna go start it up and make sure everything's solid up there and good. Alrighty, there we go. Car started up. I'm letting it idle down, give it a second to warm up before I rev it at all. See how it sounds. Here we go. Sounds pretty good. I'll give you an engine bay clip. Sounds pretty good. So I guess we'll see how it feels when we drive it. It's got a little bit of a stumble, but PCV is going bad. We're gonna go take it for a ride and see how it does.